I'd better hide one of the scarves, so there will be a girl of the 7 fairies who cannot fly back to kalian. Thus, she will be forced to stay and marry me. Hello, Assalamualaikum. Welcome to the storm of MBI Big Fair 2022. My name is AKIRA Muhammad RIANO, a student of MTS Negeri Model Samarinda. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Jakarta Room and Dewi Nawang Wulan. Please enjoy. Once upon a time, when the world was full of wonders, in central Java, in Dadapan village to be precise, there lived a handsome and diligent young man named Jakarta. He lived in a village near a lake. He was very famous for his good looks. Many young girls were smitten by him. Jakarta, on the other hand, wanted a girl with eternal beauty. One particular day, Jakarta went to the forest to collect some woods. Suddenly, there were some noises came from the waterfall. He heard some giggles and laughs of some girls in the waterfall. He walked towards the source of the sounds sneakily. Because he was curious, he peeped through the bushes. He then saw 7 beautiful girls taking a bath. He was really stunned and amazed by their beauty. Soon after they were finished taking the bath, the 7 beautiful girls slowly took their scarves. Miraculously, after they wore the scarves, they flew to the sky. They literally flew high behind the clouds. Goodness gracious, they were not humans, they were fairies, said Jakarta, taken aback. After that, Jakarta went home. But after seeing this incident, he was always restless. He could not stop thinking about those 7 beautiful girls. On the next day, Jakarta then decided to go back to the waterfall. When those fairies were taking a bath, he stayed behind the bushes and stole one of the scarves. He took the orange one. It belonged to one of the fairies. Jakarta then hid it. Crack! Accidentally, Jakarta stepped on a twig. Huh, there's someone. Let's get back. Hurry, said one of them. They pulled over, got their scarves and wore them. Where is my scarf? One of the fairies couldn't find her scarf. She was the youngest fairy called Nawang Wulan. They tried to search for it, but it was nowhere to be found. We are sorry, Wulan, but we have to go back to Kayangan now, said the oldest fairy in empathy. The 6 of them then flew to the sky, leaving Nawang Wulan behind. Nawang Wulan saw them living in tears. She was so sad. Jakarta then approached her. Hey, what's wrong? Why are you crying? Asked Jakarta. Nawang Wulan moved backward. Who are you? She asked. My name is Jakarta. I was passing by and I heard you crying, so I came to see what happened. He lied. I lost my scarf, so I cannot go back home. My name is Nawang Wulan. I will give you anything if you can find my scarf, she said. All right, I will help you. But if you cannot find it, you will be staying at my house. You could be my wife, said Jakarta. At first, Nawang Wulan refused the offer. But since she didn't have anywhere else to go, Nawang Wulan then decided to follow Jakarta. Nawang Wulan stayed with Jakarta in the village. A month passed and they decided to get married. Nawang Wulan was willing to marry a human because she fell in love with Jakarta. I will marry you in one condition, asked Nawang Wulan. Before they got married, Nawang Wulan reminded Jakarta not to ask her anything she would do later after she became a wife, even though it seemed strange to him. After a year, they had a beautiful daughter. They named her Nawangsi. Jakarta was so grateful to live with Nawang Wulan and Nawangsi, especially because he always got a lot of harvest since he married Nawang Wulan. They did not have to work hard like their neighbors. Until one day, Jakarta's curiosity is unbearable. It is so weird. Nawang Wulan cooked every day, but my rice supply never seems to decrease. Jakarta mumbled to himself. Actually, Nawang Wulan used the magic she had as a fairy to do it all. However, she has never been honest about this to her husband. One morning, because of his curiosity, Jakarta thought of a plan. He said that he would stay at home and not to go to the fields that day. I want to stay home today. I would like to play with Nawangsi, he said to his wife.
Well, I will go to the river to wash the clothes. Oh, one thing. I am cooking rice now. Please do not open the cooking pan's lid. If you open the lid, then we have to work hard to get a lot of rice to cook, she said before she left. Jakatarub thought, could that be the secret? Soon after Nawang Wulan behaved, she curiously opened the cooking pan's lid. He saw there was just a small portion of rice to cook. He found only one single paddy there. How come? He wondered. Before lunch, Nawang Wulan came home. She headed to the kitchen to see the rice she had cooked. She found that the rice turned into only a few grains. Did you open the cooking pan's lid? She asked her husband. She was angry because she already lost her the magic in cooking. I'm so sorry. I was curious, said Jakatarub as he realized his fault. Ever since, Nawang Wulan had lost her power. She could not cook rice with only a single paddy and had to cook in the usual way like everyone else did. Now she had to take a big portion of rice to cook. Their paddy supply was slowly lessened. Their barn was almost empty. One day, Nawang Wulan went to the barn to get some paddy. When she took one of them, she found a scarf. Hey, what is this? This is my scarf, said Nawang Wulan startled. It turned out that Jakatarub has been hiding her scarf there all this time. That night, Nawang Wulan asked her husband about the scarf. Jakatarub's eyes widened. You found it? He asked. Jakatarub looked down and asked for her forgiveness. Because I found my scarf, it is time for me to go back to where I belong, said Nawang Wulan. Jakatarub tried to stop her. He begged her to stay, but Nawang Wulan had made up her mind. Please, take a good care of Nawangsi. When there is a full moon, take her out of the house and I will come to get her, she said. Jakatarub promised to take good care of their daughter. He once again asked for forgiveness for all of his mistakes. Nawang Wulan then flew to the bright full moon. Jakatarub was very sad and full of regrets. Every full moon, he always brought out Nawangsi and put her in a hut. Jakatarub never saw Nawang Wulan again since that night, but their daughter grew up well because her mother kept her from a distance, away from Kayangan. The honorable judge and viewers, the legend of Jakatarub and Dewi Nawang Wulan taught us that if you want something, try to get it in a good way. Don't steal. Lying to get what you want or playing tricks on others to achieve a goal is not something that can bring you a pleasure in life. And remember that if someone asks you to make good promise, good behavior will be shown by holding the trust. That was all my storytelling video. I am AKIRA, looking forward to seeing you again on the final round. Wassalamualaikum.